Today we've got a quick review for you of the new Zeppin Micro 4 motorized slider here. This is a fantastic slider system. Ease of use is fantastic. If you're a filmmaker, a creator, even a photographer, somebody who loves time lapses, this is going to be a great tool to take your footage to the next level. So I thought I'd just kind of go over and show you a quick easy kind of tutorial about how you can use this thing in real life. And even somebody like me who's not a professional filmmaker can just dive right in and get some really neat, creative, dynamic shots. So a few things that I absolutely love about this system is that it's just very versatile. Now, basically the bare bones of it is this is a slider. Down here, this is the slider and it has a control head over here which actually has buttons, touchscreen, as well as, of course, Bluetooth capabilities. So you can use it from the app, which is very intuitive and easy. And you don't have to just go crazy and pick up multiple motors like this if you want to kind of ease into it. What you have the option of doing is adding what they call Pons heads. And I have two here, one at the bottom, one on the side. And this is going to allow me to control basically every axis, up, down, left, right, not just a side-to-side motion. So I can do really cool dynamic shots and I can set waypoints easily, quickly, with just basically one touch. And I'll give you an example right now. And this is just, I wanna really nail this home, just how easy this whole system is. So if I just tap here and go boom, waypoint A, that's one waypoint. Let's move this over here and maybe set a second waypoint. So if I was doing a time lapse or maybe some B-roll, I'm gonna move basically my camera here to the second waypoint, and I can adjust every axis. So there's A and B, and I'm gonna click this button here and make it loop. So when I press play, basically what this is going to do is go from A to B at the exact coordinates that I gave it to the exact speed that I gave it. And in this case, because I wanted it to, it's just gonna do like a looping motion here. So it's literally that simple. Really, really cool. And if you notice, there are no cords going anywhere into the wall. This has dual power capabilities. You can actually use these Sony MPF batteries, big or small here. These are kind of the batteries you find in lights and a lot of filmmaking gear. They're a dime a dozen. And I really like that modular ability. So if you're out in the forest or if you're traveling, you're on set, you can completely take advantage of the no power needed aspect of this. But you can also plug this thing into the wall as well. The slider only. I should do a caveat there. These Pons heads actually do need their own battery, but you don't actually need the Pons heads to make this thing work. This is just taking it from just a nice sliding motion and then adding another axis. So depending on your budget, you can start here. You can add on to those Pons heads later, depending on what kind of look you're going for or what your needs are as a filmmaker. So I love the ease of use. Even again, somebody like me who's kind of simple when it comes to filmmaking and B-roll can just dive in and get some really, really cool shots. And if you look at what this thing's capable of, you look at professionals in the right hands, this thing is absolutely amazing. But one thing that I was really interested in, because I do love macro photography and video, was actually how well this piece of machinery here could handle my macro work, photos or videos. And I'm happy to say that the stability of it is just fantastic. So you can actually even use this, the precise increments that you can program, and the speed at 1% here is so slow that it's actually going to be really, really good for extended time lapses and even macro work.
When I'm talking about macro work here, I'm talking about around a 1:1 magnification ratio. For anything more extreme, something like this is just not going to be adequate. If you're interested in extreme macro photography, 5 and 10 times macro, check out this video with a very specialized macro slider that I'd recommend.
So really cool aspects of this. Ease of use, number one for me. The build quality is just outstanding. They just keep improving their products. I've had a few Zeppin products now, and I gotta say, this thing has just blown me away at attention to detail. Everything's kind of built right in. They've got just some fantastic carrying cases, impact resistant. Really, it's a hard, soft case. So your heads, your slider comes with that. You can throw it on the tripod. It's rock solid, really, really well made, and it definitely shows. So other than that, it uses very quiet brushless motors. So again, if you're a filmmaker and you're worried about noise, it is very quiet. It's not completely silent. There's a little bit of kind of motion noise, but it's very, very well controlled. So depending if you are using high speed mode, you can definitely go from very, very slow, like I said, macro kind of stuff, to very quick motions. And if you have it on that higher end, of course, it might be a little bit louder, but completely manageable in my experience. So far I've taken this thing out and about several times. I've used it here for B-roll in the studio, and what can I say? It works, it shows up. You can put anything on it depending on what you have, but I really don't know of a camera or a lens combo that this thing is not going to be able to take, because the payload is just fantastic. You just kind of throw it together, you connect it to your phone with a couple touches, and it just works. You get some great footage, the quality's there, the ease of use. What's not to love about this thing? So guys, let's leave it at that. It's not rocket science, it's a slider. Again, if you wanted to use this for content creation, you're good. Time lapses, photography, maybe astro, this is what I'm going to be using it for. Macro stuff, more of that. If you want to see more of that in the future and what I end up doing with this thing, hit that like and subscribe button, guys. It really goes a long way and appreciated. If you wanted to pick this thing up, I will drop affiliate links down below. And I will mention, guys, thanks so much to Zeppin for sending me this for review. But as always, they have absolutely no input into this video, and I wasn't paid to make it whatsoever. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, guys. Drop all your questions and your comments down below. And like always, make mistakes, be yourself, and get out there and take some more pictures. See you next time.